All right, welcome back to the 2086 NBA playoffs. We just had a hell of a game here, folks. We had Dante Simpson drop 33 points. He's been pretty good throughout the series, but this is the first round. The Boston Celtics, who are the 2 seed, are facing the Toronto Raptors, and as you can see, folks, yeah, it was not pretty. The Boston Celtics, they had a very disappointing game. Herman did not play his best today. He got locked the fuck up. He got locked up. Unfortunately, 4 for 18 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3. He did not play very well at all. Like at all. Let's just be honest. He barely got any assists. He had 4 turnovers. Like it's not good all around. It's a bad game. Yeah, 39 minutes. Like that's just pathetic, honestly. But Albert Anthony did his thing. He had a couple little middies. You know what I'm saying? He had a little hey. He had a little dunk, a couple blocks. You know what I'm saying? He was doing a little bit of everything out there. You know, taking advantage of the size mismatch. Hit a 3, step back 3. Hey, you feel me? Pull up 3s. Even Dante Simpson, look at this beautiful spin off the window into the bucket, rebounding, blocking, dunking. He's doing it all, folks. Coming off a season where he averaged over 30 points a game, making the second team All-NBA. But unfortunately, you know, the Celtics came up short. I'm gonna show you. It is 2086 right now, so he made the second team All-NBA after third team last year. And yeah, unfortunately, this team just didn't play very well. They got locked up. Everybody got locked up. Nobody could play. And the Raptors, you know, they just had a great game all around. Derek Robinson, layups, dunks, doing it all out there for them. Look at this behemoth of a man, 7'1", 7'9" wingspan. You've got to be kidding me. Block. Hey, block. You feel me? Rabiu Endor locking up Herman Best the entire game. Herman Best couldn't go anywhere. He couldn't do anything. He got his butt locked up. And yeah, Rabiu Endor, he played a great game. He had a great game. He was dunking, he was facilitating, he was rebounding, he was defending. He was just doing it all out there for the Raptors, and they really needed it. They went up 3-2 last game in Boston. They had a good game. What did he put up? Let's look. Let's have a look. He put up 24 points and 20 assists last game, and Doug Wesley had 41 and 10 assists last game. So you know, and then don't forget about Justin Reed, a former Celtic, by the way. A former Celtic. He was drafted to the Celtics. This is his revenge series. 24, 11, and 5. 11 for 13 shooting. You got to be kidding me. Look at this guy, man. They traded him away. Y'all should have kept me. You're going to trade me? Dante Simpson over me? No, but, you know, Reed, unfortunately, he just didn't really fit on the Celtics. He had a very good career going for himself. And they just ended up drafting a lot of centers because of whatever reason. They didn't think that he could be the starting center of their core. And, you know, they paid the price for it. Now he's hooping against them. Frederick Warwick was a former #1 overall pick a couple years back. Shooting, fading away, blocking, rebounding. He does it all out there. He has a very excellent skill set. He is not as consistent as you would want, you know, to be your starter on a championship level team, but he is a great backup, and he's versatile enough to where they only need 3 big men. You know, they only have 3 big men on the team that are playable, really, in Robinson, Reed, and Warwick. But you know, they just play them. They can play 2 at a time. Any two can play with each other, and so that's a great little asset to have. They have some versatility there, and then they got, you know, Doyle Leonard, and they got him and Wallace from Golden State. He's averaging 2 points a game. But they got them from Golden State at the trade deadline. I forgot what they traded away, but it wasn't anything crazy. And so, yeah, man, this Raptors team, they beat the Louisville Liberty a couple years back in the first round, upset them coming off a 4-peat. And Beasley was the starting small forward of that series, and so they inserted him back in the starting lineup. He's been almost traded so many times. He's had an up and down career, but, you know, he stayed with Toronto. They've stayed, you know, giving him contracts, and it's finally paid off, man. Look at this. They upset the #2 seed, Boston Celtics. And Boston Celtics basketball is going home, folks. After a 6-game series. The Celtics, they'll be fine. Yeah, like I said, they're a young team. They have Dante Simpson, who's a superstar, and they have all these other guys. Curtis Moore is safe. Everybody's safe, really. There's just growing pains. This is their first season as a high seed, the first playoff run as a high seed, rather. Last year, they made the playoffs, but they faced the Louisville Liberty, and they lost. They lost the first round promptly, very easily. I think they got swept, actually. It was a gentleman's sweep, I think. And so, yeah, this season, you know, they were the high seed, 2 seed, but, you know, as you can see, they only were number 11 in the power ranking. So, for whatever reason, you know, they just had some growing pains, man. You know, they're still a very young team, like I said, average age 23. So, you know, but they'll be all right. They got plenty of picks. They got plenty of young players. They got plenty, you know what I'm saying? They'll be completely fine. Everybody's under contract. Everybody's young. Everybody's talented. Everybody's good. So, they have nothing to worry about. Just hopefully, you know, they can ride this. They had some good moments. Everybody on the team had some good moments in the series. So they can look back and be happy with how things went. They could be all right. You know, they might not be happy, but they can be content. You You know, they know that they're a young team, and they still are not championship level yet. And so, you know, that's completely fine. This is the 2086 Boston Celtics signing off, unfortunately. Get one good look at their little roster here. 2086 Boston Celtics. Sam Augustine, Craig Haywood, Oscar Guerrero. He was a 6th pick overall. You guys can see this. Hold up. So this is their roster. I'm gonna go down real quick, show you everybody. Curtis Moore, he was the 1st pick in their draft 2080. Yeah, everybody here was drafted to the Celtics, actually. If we look right here, everybody on this team was drafted except Sam Augustine, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, Dante Simpson was drafted by the Suns, traded for Christopher Sullivan, but he never played for the Suns. He was traded, you know, before he ever played a game. So he was traded in the offseason. And yeah, like I said, Sam Augustine was drafted by the Jazz. But everybody else was a Celtic, you know, for life. So this is a very homegrown team. They didn't make any trades or anything, really. So, you know, this is just a homegrown team making the second seed. So they're very happy with this, you know what I'm saying? This team has done a lot more trading and stuff. Yeah, as you can see, they've done a lot more trades, a lot more signings and whatnot. But yeah, I think the Celtics are prepared just fine. And they'll be on to the second round for the Toronto Raptors. And they'll be on to Cancun for the Boston Celtics. Let's go. Derek Robinson getting player of the game. Hey, hey, hey. You feel me? Boston Celtics, unfortunately, have been eliminated. Damn. I like the Celtics team, man. I really do. They're fun to play with. They're fun to watch, but they just couldn't put it together for the playoffs. This team is a little bit more seasoned, you know, so it is what it is. What's the next game? Timberwolves at Pelicans. Ooh, this will be a good one. Hopefully the Timberwolves can close it out for Tim Sutton's sake, who was on the verge of retirement, 37 years old, but still playing pretty well. You know, we'll see. Phoenix is already sitting comfortably in the next round. We got Louisville already advancing, as well as Milwaukee beat up on the young Sixers. That was a fun little series. Go check that out if you haven't seen it already. And here we are. Toronto Raptors have stamped their ticket into the second round.